History has already been made as Switzerland reached the semi-finals of the European Championships for the first time in their history, in their own backyard, in Basel. One major milestone's already been reached with the Red Crosses. Why stop there? With top scorer Alessandro Frei in their ranks, nothing is impossible for the underdogs, but Spain stand in their way. Not the most convincing group stage performance, but they qualified, blew away Italy, and they're on course to win their second European Championship in 44 years, if they can replicate what they did against world champions against Switzerland tonight. Puyol wrangles possession away from Tranquillo Banetta. Torres has released Iniesta. That's an orthodox flick up to David Villa. The swords are drawn. Check out this outside the boot pass from Iniesta to David Villa. All the hard work was done. The corner kick finds its way to Tranquillo Banetta's head. Xavi spreads the play to Villa. That's a first time cross in. And Torres wasn't the best of attempts on goal. Xavi Alonso turns, he's got too much space. Pings it towards Benaglia from just under 30 yards out. Was clearly in two minds about shooting and then went for it anyway. And it's back to Xavi. Taken up by Fernandes. Yellow card for the Portuguese-born Gelson Fernandes. David Villa not far off the target. Of course, hit the woodwork against Italy, which David Silva tucked away. Valérien Berami, that's a perfect pass to Alexander Frei. Can he get goal? Number 8. Wonderful through ball by Valérien Berami, but Casillas transforms into a brick wall. Marco Strella displaying some excellent ball control, holds onto it, and finally shares it with Liechtenstein, and it goes around everybody. Alonso with a simple nod on towards David Villa has paid off. Now Xavi, competent goalkeeping from Benaglio. Nearly 30 minutes into the semi-final, it's Frei, a little bit of a deflection. That could have changed everything had it not been for the veteran instincts of Iker Casillas. It's Frei, great block from Carlos Puyol, and not a strong enough follow-up from Liechtenstein. World-class defending from Puyol, literally the tip of his foot. Step from Liechtenstein, can he get the cross right? Maybe too far. Marco Strella hits the side of the net, half the stadium for a few fleeting seconds thought that was a goal. Well, Xavi gets a little bit of luck as Indler has clearly missed it. Hits the legs of Magnier. Now David Villa with a deft little dink into Iniesta. As it stands, this is the longest Switzerland have gone without scoring a goal. An incredible stat for the co-host. And Xabi Alonso, can he be the trigger to muddy the waters as David Villa is 1-1? Outstanding responsibility from Diego Benaglio. David Villa tries a chip and miscalculates the technique. It's half-time here in Basel. Chances galore for both teams. It really says something when Switzerland are showing signs of struggle against Spain. Will Inler get enough room for the cross? He does. Strella volleys it straight into the feet of Ramos. Fernandes has found Marco Strella, and it's chaos in the penalty area. Berami can always count on him to deliver a good lofted pass. Alessandro Frei, you would put your house on him in this tournament to at least hit the target, and he sliced it. Gayax showing some determination here, and this is going to bother Spain. Oh, nearly the cherry on top for a fantastic solo run from Daniel Gayax, with Gokonilla breathing down the necks of Ramos and Puyol. Iniesta slid it into David Villa. Wow, how did that not find the back of the black net? How many chances do you give the kid? Inler, he picks Strella, and he just holds back in this run, and that might cost him, but he's through anyway. That could be crucial. Marco Strella yields on the run rather than marching into space. Inler once again finding himself in that crucial gap, and Frei has been released this time, and he goes flying through the air. Alexander Frei flies, and there's no penalty for the captain. Here we go, Fernando Torres reminding everyone he's still on this pitch. It's gone past everyone in Villa, of all the places he can put it. Right in the face of Benaglio. 4 minutes away from full time, and oh! Xabi Alonso once again, the late goat king of Liverpool. 8.5 million hearts have just fell to the floor and smashed in 1,000 pieces. Just as he did against the European champions Greece, Xabi Alonso has rescued Spain from mediocrity. Nothing to lose now for the heroic co-host, Birami. Great block from Poyot. Literally a couple of minutes left for Switzerland to roll the dice. Fry's delivery, Joseph Fernandez! It's whiffed it! Second attempt from Fry, here comes the Swiss. Oh, there's pinball in that penalty area! And Liechtensteiner skies it! It's a miracle Inler's even able to keep this in play and find a fellow red shirt. Ramos will surely be looking to bury that ball in the corner. Iniesta is opted instead! It's over! Without a doubt, Spain will meet either Portugal or Sweden in the final in Vienna. The Spaniards don't care how they do it, as long as it finds the net, but Switzerland deserve better than this, than to die a death in such comical fashion. It's all over. Switzerland's heroic European odyssey comes to an end. Spain are in the final for the first time since 1964. Portugal and Sweden will compete over the next 90 minutes at least for a right to play here in the final in a week's time. The Euro 2004 runners-up have Deco to thank for their spot here in the semi-final. This was lone goal against the Germans. Sweden have enjoyed the swan song of Henrik Larsson in his final international tournament as he passes the torch to the young legend Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Their chemistry is what has brought them to their second Euro semi-final since 1992. Nielsen, not the best timed cross as there's no bodies in the area, but Ibrahimovic tries to make it work. Shamal, he's caught up by Alexanderson, doesn't cut in but gets the cross on the right foot anyway. And this foul, Moutinho pulls the trigger, but he fires a blank. Trademark stepovers from Ronaldo. Freddie Ljungberg's having none of that nonsense, gets on with it and finds Henrik Larsson is offside. Not often you see a flip-flap from Ronaldo backfire like it did just then. Here comes Mikael Nielsen, Petit in pursuit. He's been a thorn in many right flanks. Larsson! What a way to start the semi-final for the Dark Horses! It's a bright one for the bright yellow Scandinavians. Henrik Larsson rolls back the years. Henrik Larsson making the best out of an awkward knock-on from Kim Charlström, and Ricardo didn't even see it coming. Deco, you can see the mind ticking. Shamal belts it. Nuno Gomez is unlucky on the follow-up. In fact, very unlucky. Outstanding save from Andreas Isaksson. Sweden have paralleled Switzerland. They've been strong in just about every game they played in. That's a deep ball in from Moutinho. Ooh, just a few inches from being a dodgy one for Isaksson. And somehow it's found Alexanderson. That's a wayward pass in, and Larsson had the very right idea. Down goes Ronaldo. No foul, says the referee. Look at this. Cristiano may have a point. Is that a foul? Oh, that's a pinpoint pass to Ibrahimovic. Knocks it down. And it's a good catch from Ricardo. Paulo Ferreira swings it in to Nuno Gomez. It looks like Mikael Nielsen suppresses the cross just enough for Isaksson to react. It's half-time in Vienna and Portugal's dress rehearsal for the final is going horribly wrong. Willemsen has found his way to Ibrahimovic. He tries to surprise Ricardo. Deco lines up a shot, pings it hard, and Ronaldo finds the wrong side of the net. Ljungberg hits the post. What a denial. That's all there is between Sweden and the final. The woodwork. Ibrahimovic, he's past Pepe. Oh, tries to roll the dice by himself. Ricardo Carvalho taking matters into his own hands. Great interception. That's a brilliant overlap from Alexanderson. Swings it in! he's got his brace. Henrik Larsson, goal number 4. It's happening. The prospect of Sweden contesting their first European Championship final is becoming a very real possibility. The last time Sweden was in the final, Nuno Gomes has dispossessed Melbourne. Well, that's one way of pulling a goal back. I was about to say Sweden are about to play in their first final since the 1958 World Cup, but I might have spoke too soon. Nuno Gomes more of a poacher nowadays, but that was pretty predatory to dispossess the defender and score immediately. What a demonstration from the captain. Sweden have let themselves down a little bit. Now they got to find that favour back. And Charlstrom is unlucky on that follow-up. Yeah, it doesn't demonstrate any meaningful technique. Ibrahimovic showing no fear, gets cocky with the chip. Christian Wilhelmsen over the top to Ibra. And Pepe gets a touch on it. And before Portugal can blink, Marcus Hallback hands the baton back to the Swedes and they run away with the lead. Not a pleasant way to concede when you do everything you can as a defender to get the ball away from one striker, you inadvertently pass it into the path of another. 11 minutes for Portugal to impress here and play the game of their lives. Ronaldo trying to take matters into his own hands, and he bounced it at Andreas Isaksson, one of the best keepers of the tournament, keeps Portugal at arm's length. Martinez slots it into Ronaldo, then he can't even bury it. Time is running out, wearing thin. Ronaldo goes down in dangerous territory. Cristiano Ronaldo runs, hits it, and it's in! There may be life in the old game yet. Who else but Cristiano Ronaldo from that kind of range? As Cristiano Ronaldo's father figure in the footballing world would say, it's squeaky bum time. The Seleção aren't going to go down without a fight, that's for sure. Ricardo Quaresma crosses it in, Ronaldo skies it out of the stadium. Sweden spoil any anticipation of an Iberian derby between Spain and Portugal in the final, but the Scandinavians have made history. 2 intense semi-finals come to an end, and Alexandra Fry is the top scorer for now, with Sweden's strike force looking to change all that, but the final will be contested between Spain and Sweden. So just one more game to go, Retro PES fans, who's your pick? Will it be the 1964 and the eventual 2008 winners Spain? Or will Ibrahimovic and Larsson link up for the final time and lift a trophy for the first time in their history? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in Vienna.